Human Resources Management in Global Perspective MCQs Part 1. According to the Morgan, the three broad human resources activity are procurement, dash and utilization. Option are Option A, allocation, Option B, recruitment, Option C, selection, Option D, resignation. The correct answer is Option A, allocation. So according to the Morgan, the three broad human resources activity are procurement, allocation and utilization. Subsidiaries are usually managed by the local nation. Option A, ethnocentric. Option B, geocentric. Option C, regional-centric. Option D, polycentric. The correct answer is Option A, ethnocentric. Selecting best people for key jobs regardless of nationality. Option A, ethnocentric. Option B, geocentric. Option C, regiocentric. Option D, polycentric. The correct answer is Option B, regiocentric. The dash of the employee is a major driver of the employee compensation and employment contract. Option A, language. Option B, nationality. Option C, marital status. Option D, domestic. The correct answer is Option B, nationality. The nationality of the employee is a major driver of the employee compensation and employment contract. International staff is transferred within the same region they work are known as dash. Option A, ethnocentric. Option B, regionocentric. Option C, geocentric. Option D, polycentric. The correct answer is Option C, geocentric. International staff is transferred within the same region they work are known as geocentric. Key management positions are held by parent country nations. Option A, ethnocentric. Option B, region-centric. Option C, geocentric. Option D, polycentric. The correct answer is Option C, geocentric. Dash is concerned with the human resources management issues that cross national boundaries. Option A, personal management. Option B, international human resource management. Option C, selection. Option D, human resources management. The correct answer is Option B, international human resources management. International human resource management is concerned with the human resources management issue that crosses national boundaries. The first contribution to cross-culture management research were made in the early dash. Option E, 2000 years. Option B, 1960s. Option C, 1990s. Option D, 1880s. The correct answer is Option B, 1960s. The first contribution to cross-culture management research were made in the early 1960s. Participation in global sport is known as ethnocentric. Option B, regionocentric. Option C, geocentric. Option D, cross-culture management. The correct answer is Option D, cross-culture management. Participate in global prospect is an example of the cross-culture management. Difference between management practices in various countries. Option A, ethnocentric. Option B, regionocentric. Option C, culture convergence. Option D, polycentric. The correct answer is Option C, culture convergence. Difference between management practices in various countries is known as culture convergence. Dash is an experience a person may have when one moves to a culture where environment which is different from one's own. Option A, culture shock. Option B, reverse culture shock. Option B, comparative HRM. Option B, none of this. The correct answer is Option A, culture shock. Culture shock is an experience a person may have when one moves to a culture where environment which is different from one's own. The dash country a subsidiary may be located. Option A, parent. Option B, other. Option C, host. Option D, none of this. The correct answer is Option C, host. The host country a subsidiary may be located. The dash country where the firm is headquartered. Option A, host. Option B, parent. Option C, other. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is Option B, parent. The parent country where the firm is headquartered. The dash country that may be the source of labor, finance and other inputs. Option A host, option B parent, option B other, option D none of the above. The correct answer is option C other. The other countries that may be the source of labor, finance and other inputs. A third approach to international compensation called dash has begun to emerge, particularly in the Asian Pacific region. Option A balance sheet, option B going rate, option C local plus, option D none of this. The correct answer is option C local plus. A third approach to international compensation called local plus has begun to emerge, particularly in the Asian Pacific region. The going rate approach is also called as the dash. Option A market rate approach, option B local plus, option C built up approach, option D none of this. The correct answer is option A market rate approach. The going rate approach is also known as the market rate approach. The balance sheet approach is also known as the dash. Option A market rate approach, option B local plus, option C build up. The balance sheet approach is also known as the option A market rate approach, option B local plus approach, option C built up approach, option D none of this. The correct answer is option C built up approach. Cost of living is concerned of shipping and storage charges, option B transportation charges, option C variation between assignment for the same employee, option D none of this. The correct answer is option B transportation charges. Dash links the base salary for expertise to the salary structure of the relevant home country. Option E balance sheet approach, option B reallocation allowances, option C going rate approach, option D balance sheet approach. The correct answer is option A balance sheet approach. Variation between assignment for the same employee. Option E balance sheet approach. Option B reallocation allowances. Option C going rate approach. Option C balance sheet approach. The correct answer is option C going rate approach. Parent country nation in international human resources management is option A post country network, option B position country nation, option C past country network, option D parent country nations. The correct answer is option D parent country nation. Type of strategic human resources planning include workforce forecasting, recruiting, development and dash. Option A retaining, option B administrating, option C recruiting, option D none of the above. The correct answer is option A retaining. The types of strategic human resources planning include workforce forecasting, recruiting, development and retaining. Dash is defined as the ability to function effectively in other culture. Option B, interculture competence. Option D, adaptability. Option C, diplomacy. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option A, interculture competence. Interculture competence is defined as the ability to function effectively in other culture. Total country nation stand for dash in international labor. Option A, third company native. Option B, third company nation. Option C, third company norms. Option D, third company nation. The correct answer is option D, third company nation. HCN stand for dash in international labor. Option A, home company native. Option B, home company nation. Option C, host company norms. Option D, host company nations. The correct answer is option D, host company nation. SCN stand for host company nation in international labor. For more MCQs, please prefer subscribing and click on notification bell icon for the next part. Thank you.